SportsBit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Boom! Welcome to SportsBit, Friday, November 17th. Let's get right into it. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. A recap of the action from last night, direct from Las Vegas, where you're waking up here on a Friday morning. Last night, NFL betting action, not much of a story. The Steelers closed -7, 44.5 against the Tennessee Titans. It was all Pittsburgh all the time in that contest. Antonio Brown with a huge night, 10 for $144, 3 touchdowns. Marcus Mariota, 4 INTs. Tennessee looked rough last night. And Pittsburgh, well, probably their best performance start to finish in any game this season. The Steelers hanging 40 on the Titans. Game flies over the total, and Pittsburgh covers a number with relative ease. Bad bet from last night. Well, there's one that came in the NBA that certainly stands out. The Golden State Boston total was bet up from 215 up to 219. It landed 180. All right. A defensive struggle at the TD Garden, and the Celtics 11-5 to the under now. All 11 of the unders that they've cashed have fallen double digits below the closing total. We're talking about two elite defensive squads, without a doubt. The top 2 defensive squads in the NBA on the floor last night, yet that total got bet up. That, folks, was a bad bet. Losing wire to wire. How about bad for the books? Well, we had one of those in the NBA last night as well. The Houston Rockets bet up from -11.5 to -13 with Chris Paul back in the lineup. And you want to talk about an immediate impact. First half, with Chris Paul on the floor, the Rockets hung 90 points on Phoenix. Now, look, it was Phoenix, I understand. But look at the graphic from ESPN Stats and Info. When you talk about the most first points in the first half in the shot clock era, yeah, the Rockets number 2 all time. They averaged 1.61 points per 100 possessions in the first half of that game last night. James Harden finishes with 48 points in just over 34 minutes of work. The quote from Mike D'Antoni, quote, "Everybody was just psyched up to get Chris back. Just one of those nights where we played really well offensively. Chris played really well." Worth noting, James Harden now 37 of 37 from the free throw line over the past 2 games. That is an NBA record. A couple of college hoops notes worth talking about. Bad for books. Washington Providence. Total opened 150.5, closed 143.5, fell 147. The early shoppers got it right, and the better bettors were able to middle the shops on the Huskies Friars total last night. Bad bet. Well, we saw Ohio Clemson under get steamed, 147 down to 136.5. That fell $1.57, never even close. Another bad bet, the Wisconsin Badgers, -1 up to -3.5 against Xavier. They lost by double digits. The Musketeers, that's a team worth watching. They had a chance to make a big statement, and they did. NFL pros versus Joes, like we do every single Friday. The pros, they've been mediocre at best of late. The Joes have been hot, 9-2-2 the last 3 weeks. Let's take a look at the action for the NFL this Sunday. Professional money has come in on the Chicago Bears. This is a clear pro versus Joe divide game. The pros like the Bears. The Joes like the Lions. They like the Lions a lot, yet the number hasn't moved off of 3. A clear wise guy support for Chicago. And yeah, the wise guys are betting the Giants again. They did it last week. We've seen more Giants money coming in this week after the big McAdoo talk in the locker room. Maybe the market's not respecting Kansas City as double-digit chalk. Certainly when you consider their defensive numbers, the Chiefs don't fit that profile. We've seen money come in on the Houston Texans. Markets betting against Arizona's quarterback injuries. And the pros, like the Philadelphia Eagles, they are not impressed with Dallas and the injury problems that they have right now. And then you look at the Joes, guess what? The Joes like the Eagles too. So you have pros and Joes lining up on the same side of the game. Yeah, you can see the photo. Books will absolutely be sweating on Sunday with that Dallas-Philadelphia contest. Heard from Bob Scucci yesterday. The Eagles already shaping up as one of the ugliest settings of the year. If they cover, that's going to be a big decision for the house. Other games the Joes like, Chiefs, and of course, the New England Patriots are popular choices. So a couple of splits there. Lions and Chiefs on the one side, Bears and Giants on the other. And of course, both sides liking the Philadelphia Eagles. We've got big game breakdowns coming next. Stay tuned right here on Sportsman.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.